Hi, I'm Guy from Seaking Boats North Queensland, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the myths and misconceptions about importing products from China, more in particular the quality of products coming out of China. We'll also do another video later in the week about the importing process and just some of the hidden costs that a lot of salespeople, doesn't matter whether they're importing boats or anything pretty much, but just a lot of hidden costs that people aren't made aware of so often and they can get quite caught out on. So let's start with the comments from some of our latest videos. Our latest videos on our 720 and 790 have gone really, really well. I think we're up to like 60,000 views in the last 4 weeks on one of them. So a lot of comments there, and of course when you get that many views you're going to get some negative comments as well, like Chinese crap. So let's address that comment today, shall we? So I thought I would take the opportunity to address this comment. It's really a throwaway comment. It's a narrow-minded, uneducated view just to say that everything that comes out of China is crap. I mean, come on, really guys? I've been importing and sourcing products from China for nearly 20 years now. I've travelled through China over 30 times, and in that time I've endured a lot of meals that I did not know what I was eating, I can tell you. In my time I visited so many factories, and that was my process. You would never import anything or spend any significant amount of money or import any product in any sort of number without first going over and doing your due diligence on the factory. Look, China is a large place, and just about in every product category that you can imagine, you can find 20 up to 30 factories that will produce exactly the same item. And you could be talking about things like as simple as drinking straws or utensils you'll find in the first two drawers of your kitchen cupboard, all the way through to heavy and complicated machinery and equipment. It doesn't matter what, whatever you're looking for, you will find it in China. And not every factory in China is what they purport themselves to be online. There are factories out there who are fraudulent, who are, they aren't what they present themselves to be online, and I've seen that firsthand. All of the brands and products that I've sourced and developed over the years have all resulted out of going to the factory, meeting with the owner, meeting with the engineers, the designers, the key head staff, walking through the factory, inspecting the factory quality, the quality, cleanliness of their equipment, all the way through to their lower paid staff, how they're dressed, what their work conditions are like, even their personal hygiene. These are all things that tell you about the company's ethos, basically. But just to say that because it comes out of China that it's crap, or to have that initial reaction, is a very narrow-minded and like I said before, it's a moronic way to view it, really. If you look up and search Google the top 10 most successful brands and companies in the world, you will find Apple has been in China 20 years. Microsoft's been in China 30 years. Dell Computers, Sony Electronics, you've got your likes of your Nikes, your Tommy Hilfigers, your Toyota, Mercedes, BMW, Volkswagen have 32 factories in China. Tesla, I mean, Elon Musk has 20,000 Chinese employees. So come on, guys. To say that just because it's in China that it's instantly crap, when you haven't seen my product, when you've not even been in one of my boats, I mean, it's a throwaway comment. Let's just put it at that. You need to be a little bit more open-minded than that. And as I said before, you really need to visit the factories, because what you see a factory and how they present themselves online isn't always how they are in actual real life. I've been to a factory before where online they're as large as 4 football fields under one roof with robotic equipment and staff in white cloaks and uniforms, only to actually visit there and realise that it was barely a roof, no walls at all, dirt floor, 30 to 40 mangy homeless dogs following me around everywhere, and staff, if you could call them staff, with no shoes, hardly any teeth, and that was an experience. I mean, that just goes to show there's out and out fraudulent places out there. So before you part with any money, if you're going to send money overseas to a person you've never met, to a factory you've never vetted and done your due diligence on, you're really rolling the dice at a casino. I put factories in 3 categories. The best, okay, they've been around the longest, they have the systems, the processes, the quality control, everything in place. They're hardest to find because they don't advertise as much, because they don't need to. They've already got an established customer base doing regular orders. And in fact, the best factories often don't want to take on new clients. There's the number two would be the up-and-coming factories. They have all the goods, they have all the machinery, the new warehouse. The only thing that they're really lacking is probably the experience and those finite procedures just to make sure on the quality control. They've essentially taken a product, copied it, and they're finessing it and learning the ropes themselves. They'll get there, but they're just not there yet. And third and final is the one I spoke about, the dog shit factories, the fraudulent factories that are never going to get there, and they don't really care what they're doing. They just want to get your money and send you something, even if it's not what you ordered. So, in regards to the factory that we currently deal with, I've been watching this factory for many, many years now. I've met with the owner many times, the engineers, the designers. We now have our own agent that we deal with exclusively. We've established a whole range of accessories and add-ons that are exclusive to us and ones that you won't see in a regular price list. So it's a really good partnership. We went over there in April. We got permission to film behind the scenes at the different main stages of the building process, just to again show the quality of the factory and the processes that they do. I've always been upfront and honest about the source of my factory, and in my 20 odd years of importing, it's very rare that you can get supply from the best factory in a product range. So I know I've found the best factory, so that's why I promote it. You shout it from the treetops. It's a good achievement, and I feel good about it. This factory has been around the longest, and I've said it before. They've around 20 years now, and they supply companies all over the world to CE European standards. So we're going to go over there again in a couple of months, and I know the first video that I did, being new to doing these YouTube videos, the audio wasn't great. Even though we waited for the factory workers to be on lunch break, there's still a lot of background noise. So when I go over again early in 2024, we'll redo that video, do it in a little bit more depth for you as well. So here at Seaking Boats North Queensland, I think we combine the best of Asian boat building technology with our customisations, options and add-ons to really make a very well all-round boat, especially for the North Queensland conditions, whether you're family island hopping or for the serious fishermen. I think with that combination of experience, we really produce some great boats, and everyone who's come and seen our boats and looked at them, ridden them in 22, 25 knot winds, have all been very impressed. We have in build vessels right now from the 9.6 metre master. This one has been customised. Customisations are our specialty. You'll find that some boat factories, the salespeople just want to get you, they just want to flip you, they just want to give you a standard layout. They'll give you a price list with very minimal options because they don't want you to add too many options. They just want to go on to the next sale. The people we deal with the head office, and we deal with one agent only, and customisations and these little tweaks are our specialty. The 9.6 metre master Pro Fisher that we're building, which is almost complete now. It's for a gentleman who's bound to a wheelchair, so we've customised that especially for his needs. The second 9.6 metre that we're putting into build for next year is bound to be a charter boat, so again a different necessity as well. We do boats from 5.9 metre centre consoles all the way through to the 9.6. Our new 720, the 2024 model, we have 3 arriving from December, January and February, all to be fitted out both with Mercury and Yamaha. So we'll be doing those Mercury and Yamaha comparisons with hopefully the 2 boats side by side early next year, which will be very exciting to be able to do that direct comparison. We've also got some exciting new initiatives and customisations in the works. We're working on a new model 720, which will probably increase to a 750, so a little bit bigger in length, and we're also going a wider beam. So because we don't import our own boats in containers, we pay more to have them shipped as deck cargo, which you'll see in my previous videos we talked about. I'm no longer restricted to sticking to a 2.45 metre beam, so it fits inside of a container. So we're going to introduce a new model called the 750, and it will essentially be 7.5 metres overall in length, other than the 7.2. and it will actually have a 2.65 metre beam. So I hope to get that one in build. We're just working on the final designs with the engineer at the moment. That should start getting built in December, and hopefully we'll have it here. With Chinese New Year, we've got that month gap, so we're hopefully getting it here sometime in March. So stay tuned for that. But a lot of exciting things happening with Seaking Boats North Queensland. We are the dealer for our factory up here. We can do a customised build with you, going from from the start to the finish, and we can also offer just a consultancy fee for those people who want to import the boat themselves, who are capable of doing it themselves, but they just need some advice, some security, basically some confidence in knowing that they're dealing with the best factory. So, for example, on a 7.2 metre boat, our fee is $4,900. You don't have to go travelling to China. You don't have to go spend $3,000 or $4,000 vetting the factory. I've already done that for you. You're going to be dealing with the best agent. You're going to have us working alongside you to help you with the customisations. And we've got designs and layouts that have already been tweaked and perfected rather than just the standard layouts that you'll get. So there's a lot of reasons, but we can help you with the importing process in any number of ways. So, just in closing, to label a product that comes out of China instantly as crap without even viewing it or doing any research really is just a throwaway, bordering on moronic comment, guys. I mean, you're going to have to bring something more to the table than that. In 20 years of importing and travelling all the way through China, I'm pretty sure I can tell the difference between a crap factory and one of the best factories you can possibly deal with. That's my history. So I've done my homework, and I suggest you do too. Just don't comment on my page saying, oh, the product is crap, when you don't have any idea. You've never even seen one of my boats, much less ridden in them. Look, if you see us at the boat ramp, come up and have a look. I've got nothing to hide. Come up and inspect the worlds. I've got 4 cousins that are boilermakers in Mount Isa. I know what the worlds are like. I know that they're perfect. So come up and compare. But just to say that it's crap because it comes from China, I mean, let's be honest. You're probably, the people that are texting that are probably texting it from an Apple iPhone, or sitting in their old Toyota, wearing an old pair of Nikes and sipping on a can of Coke. All of those things come from China. So do your homework, guys. I know I have. Best of luck to you.